Hello everyone, I welcome you all on my YouTube channel. This is Dr. Pavan Jagannath Tamre, working as Assistant Professor in Chemistry at Maratha Vidya Prasarak Samaj, Nashik. Now, in this video lecture, we will move towards second part of our chapter Acids and Bases. Up till now, in last 5 video lectures, we explored acids. We have seen various ways in which acids and bases are defined. We have seen the concept of pKa, pKb and conjugate acids and bases. We also explored various factors which affects acidity of organic molecules, and on the basis of all these we explore some examples of organic acids and phenols. Now in this video lecture we will see basicity. So let's start with basicity of organic molecules. So what actually base is? If one asks me to define base, then I can say that base is any substance which donate lone pair of electron or accepts proton, that is H positive ion. In order to elaborate and understand this definition, look at following reaction. In this reaction, B reacts with H2O to produce BH positive and OH negative ion. On B, there is a lone pair of electron. During the course of reaction, this H2O molecule breaks into H positive and OH negative, and that proton is accepted by B, or we can say that B shows tendency to donate lone pair of electron. So we can say either it donate lone pair of electron or it accepts proton. In both the case, it is basic in nature. So in this reaction, B act as a base, water molecule act as a acid, and if you look at backward reaction, in backward reaction BH positive will show tendency to donate proton, that is H positive ion, so it act as a acid, and OH negative ion will show strong tendency to accept H positive ion, so it act as a conjugate base. So these are conjugate acids and bases in this formal reaction. Now when an organic chemist think of base, then ammonia or derivative of ammonia comes to our mind. So first of all, we will see how ammonia is basic in nature. So we will see ammonia as a base. Look at the structure of ammonia. In ammonia, nitrogen is bonded to 3 hydrogen atom and there is a lone pair of electron associated with nitrogen. So this nitrogen shows tendency to donate this lone pair of electron, and because of that ammonia acts as a base. When ammonia molecule comes in contact with proton, then instantly this ammonia molecule will donate lone pair of electron present on nitrogen, and there is a formation of ammonium cation, and because of that ammonia is basic in nature. In the same way, if hydrogen atoms present on nitrogen in ammonia molecule are replaced by some other atoms or group, then that molecule may also show same tendency to donate lone pair of electron and can act as a base. So look at one example. If one of the hydrogen atom of nitrogen is replaced by CH3, then we will get methylamine, and when this methylamine will comes in contact with proton, it will show tendency to donate lone pair of electron or accept that proton, and there will be formation of this type of cation. Thus it is basic in nature. So the basic difference between ammonia molecule and this methylamine is, in methylamine there is a methyl group, and methyl group is electron releasing group, means it ultimately enhances the tendency of nitrogen to donate lone pair of electron. Methyl group assists nitrogen to donate lone pair of electron, means it enhances basicity of that molecule. In the same way, if you look at various possible amines, then from ammonia we may replace one hydrogen, two hydrogen, or all the three hydrogens, and we can get primary amines, secondary amines, or tertiary amines. Depending upon structure, this primary amine, secondary amine and tertiary amine, they shows differences in tendency to donate lone pair of electron, and depending upon that they are having basicity. Some amines are more basic in nature, some amines are less basic in nature. So what is important? The parameter, the factor which enhances electron donating tendency of primary, secondary or tertiary amine, those factors will be responsible for increase in basicity, and the factors which decreases tendency of nitrogen to donate lone pair of electron in primary, secondary or tertiary amines, those factors will leads to decrease in basicity of those amines. So we will see those factors. Now if you look at this table, you can see some chemicals, their pKa values and their base strength. So I read one by one. We are having ammonia, methylamine, ethylamine and propylamine. So the difference is in these in these amines, one of the hydrogen of nitrogen is replaced by some alkyl group like methyl, ethyl or propyl, and these alkyl group are having electron releasing capacity. Electron releasing capacity of this propyl group is more as compared to ethyl as compared to methyl, and because of that basicity is increasing from ammonia to propylamine. Propylamine is strongly basic among these four and ammonia is weakly basic as revealed by pKa values. I guess you might be remembering our third lecture of this series where we explored pKa, pKb, Ka and Kb for acids and bases both. So you should not get confused that pKa value is given here for bases. As I told in that lecture that any of these parameter Ka, Kb, pKa or pKb is applicable to both acids as well as bases. If we consider pKa and basicity, then if pKa value is more, basicity will be more. How to remember this? This is very simple. Acids and bases are just opposite to each other. What acid do, base will do just opposite to it. If you correlate pKa and acidity, you will come to know that if pKa value increases, acidity decreases. So what base will do? Base will do opposite to acid. If pKa value increases, then obviously basicity of molecule will be increasing, it will be more. So I guess you understand the concept of pKa with base. Now the same thing here. In ammonia, nitrogen is having lone pair of electron. Methylamine, this is ethylamine and this is propylamine. This electron pair is associated with nitrogen, but as we are putting this methyl, ethyl or propyl group, this group enhances electron donating tendency of this nitrogen. So this molecule can donate electron very faster, so it is stronger base. Now look at this example. Suppose we are having ammonia, methylamine, dimethylamine and trimethylamine, and you can see the pKa values. From this pKa value we can correlate about their basicity. In the same way, if you look at this example, ethylamine, diethylamine and triethylamine, and pKa value for these bases are given, so we can comment on their basicity. But if you carefully observe this molecule, you will come to know that pKa value for tertiary amine is surprisingly less as compared to secondary and primary amine, that is basicity of tertiary amine is less. Just point it out. Now how it is possible? Why tertiary amines are less basic as compared to secondary and primary amine, although in this case electron releasing groups are attached to nitrogen atom? So there is one more factor which operates here, and that factor is solvation effect. So when primary amine reacts with proton, there is a formation of this type of cation, and in this cation there are 3 hydrogen, 1, 2 and 3, and these 3 hydrogen get associated with water molecule. This is called as solvation effect. In this case, solvation effect is more. When we think of secondary amine, after acceptance of proton, this type of cation will form, and this cation will have only 2 hydrogen, this one and this one. When this molecule solvates in water, only 2 water molecule shows that effect. However, if you look at tertiary amines, after acceptance of proton, this type of cation will form, and this cation is having only 1 hydrogen, and this hydrogen shows solvation effect. So moving from primary amine to secondary to tertiary amine, solvation effect decreases. That is, stabilization of cation which forms after donation of lone pair of electron or acceptance of proton is decreases, and because of that tertiary amines are less basic in nature as compared to secondary and primary amines. Dear friends, please note down, this effect operates in solvent which helps in solvation of cation and anion like polar protic solvent, for example water. However, if we change the solvent, solvation effect may not be there, and in that case tertiary amines will be more basic in nature as compared to secondary amines, and secondary amines will be more basic in nature as compared to primary amines. For example, if you consider an example of methylamine, dimethylamine and trimethylamine, if you consider basicity of these 3 molecules in toluene as a solvent or in benzene as a solvent, then basicity of trimethylamine will be more as compared to dimethylamine and methylamine, because in that solvent solvation effect does not operates. Now if you think of what we learn in this chapter, you will notice that in case of amines, if electron releasing groups are attached to amine, then electron releasing group enhances tendency to donate lone pair of electron or accept proton. Thus, they increases basicity of amine. To the contrary, if electron withdrawing atom or group is present next to functional amine, then that electron withdrawing atom or group will decreases tendency to donate lone pair of electron, and thus basicity of such molecule will be decreases. In next video lecture we will see some examples wherein it will be clarified what is the effect of structure on basicity of different amines. I hope you understand this lecture on basicity. Thank you for watching my video. Thanks a lot.